Denton tribe. How you guys doing today? Hope everybody's out there doing great, feeling great. Today we're going to talk about setting boundaries and why boundaries are so important in this life. Okay? You have to set boundaries in order for you to grow. In order for you to grow into the person that you're supposed to be, you have to start setting boundaries. Otherwise, your goals are not going to line up with your destiny. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to really tap into yourself and understand that the boundaries that you set are going to determine your future. Yes, Denton Tribers, it's going to get real rough and real hard at times, okay? But you got to set those boundaries. If you're a person like me that studies every day, creates content every day, you got to set boundaries. You can't be like everyone else because your soul and spirit isn't everybody else's soul and spirit. Your destiny isn't the same as everyone else's. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't set boundaries for yourself, then you're becoming a person that you're not. You see what I'm saying? So you have to let people be them and you be you. And make sure that people respect your boundaries, and don't be afraid to tell people no. Okay? Do not be afraid to tell people no, because this is your future, this is your life, this is your career, this is, your passion. Okay? And upon setting boundaries, the more boundaries you set on a daily basis, it'll become a habit. So then what you're basically doing is using your subconscious mind, is using your conscious mind, you're using your conscious mind to program your subconscious mind, okay? And your subconscious mind controls things like growing the hair out. You know how I got this hair that just grows, but I have no control, but it grows. The subconscious controls all of that, right? So with you setting those boundaries repeatedly, what the subconscious does is it becomes the mind. The subconscious is when the body becomes the mind, and that's 95% of our thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wake up and shower every day, right? Make food, whatever your routine is. You notice when you get up in the morning, you don't have to tell yourself, you don't have to retrain yourself how to cook. When you get up, you still know how to cook from when you first learned. That's because your conscious mind has programmed your subconscious mind, okay? Yeah, I'm going to give you guys all the jewels. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how nobody feel about me giving you guys this information, because this information right here is going to embetter you and empower you. Now, what you do with this information is going to determine your future. Okay? And you got to understand that nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. It can happen, but don't put that in your mind state, put a boundary on yourself. You want to fill your cup. You want to fill yourself up with all of you. You want to evolve as the best human being you can be as long as you live. So you got to also remember that there's always going to be a next level, no matter what level you are in at life. Yes, Denton Tribers, you have to understand that every level you're at, you're going to want to elevate even higher, because there's always a level higher than the next level that you're at, as long as you're living. When you're in your 20s, there's certain things you do, and then when you get in your 30s, you're like, wow, you think different. And same thing when you get in your 40s, you're going to think different. As you get in your 50s, you're going to level up different too, You're going to, and when you get in your 60s, you're going to level up too. And if it's really your passion, then you're going to keep growing and elevating, okay, as a person. Because we are all equal. All of us are equal. We are all a person, okay? And this is the thing. You're going to attract the things to you that you are. So become what you are. Become what you want. Become what you want. Make it to where you become what you want to. It's the point that that's what you are. Okay? And set boundaries. If you don't like people smoking cigarettes around you, let people know. No smoking cigarettes around me, or no smoking cigarettes around or at this house, or whatever that is, because of your health and your boundaries. Okay? If you don't go outside at a certain amount of time, or after a certain time, or before a time, because you have work to do or you have studying to do, you set those boundaries. Don't be at the club partying when you're supposed to be at home studying. Okay? Be disciplined on yourself. Train yourself Oh, just 1 second. No, no, I don't. I have no idea. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, Denton Tribers, train yourself to set boundaries. That's what you have to do. You know what I mean? And those boundaries are going to lead you to a bigger vision, the vision that you've always wanted. You see what I'm saying? Like my thing. I've always my dream. I've always wanted to be a scholar, and when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a scholar or either a college professor. I always wanted to teach. Now, when I was super younger, I thought about I had wanted to be a fifth grade teacher, but my life didn't turn out that way. So I had to embrace that I wanted to educate people, but I had to set a boundary on myself to know to never give up in my vision, and that's why everyone tells me I inspire them so much because they're like, man, Joseph, you are yourself, you're authentic, you're not trying to be like no one, you voice your opinion, you even give great commentary, people love my commentary. They love it because why? I express myself in my own opinion from my journey of life. And through my journey of life, I feel that you all should set boundaries during your journey of life. You have to. You have to stay disciplined. You have to eat healthy. Okay? You have to keep your immune system boosted because we have the COVID-19 and coronavirus and a major pandemic. Okay? You have to set those boundaries. You have to see and look at other people around you that you look up to and use that inspiration to keep yourself going, and also look at things and people that are around you who you don't want to be like and that you would never be like you have to set a boundary that you would never be racist. That's boundary setting. That is what entrepreneurs do. That is what great scholars and great thinkers do. That is what I do. You know what I mean? You have to set boundaries, to never be like an officer like David Chauvin that killed George Floyd. May he rest in peace. Okay? You have to set the boundaries that these are the people that you look at that you never want to be like. And you have to set boundaries also that the people that you honor and look up to, that you're going to chase that goal and that vision, but you're going to pursue it in your own authentic way. And you're going to get the success. And that's the key to success. The key to success is setting boundaries and being disciplined and always believing in yourself, though. Like, don't look to the outside world for confirmation, okay? Don't do that. Have faith in your boundaries. Have faith that the person that you are is like the greatest thing that can happen to you, and that you're going to become even a greater person, okay? And you have to set boundaries with friends. If they're involved in illegal behavior, illegal activity, okay, set a boundary and say, no, we're not having that. I'm not condoning it, and I don't want no associations with it. Despite how anyone feels, you have to be able to accept no's. When people say no to you, you have to be able to accept it, and you have to have a boundary to tell people no, okay? But yet and still, you have to be yourself. And people are going to judge you. People are going to say things to you to try to make you feel lower than the person that you are. It's going to be a whole lot of crisis that you're going to see and witness, like we're seeing right now during the pandemic. And yet and still, the boundaries that you have set for yourself is what's going to fill your cup. Those boundaries are going to fill your cup. I'm telling you, going to have you full. It's going to have your cup overfull, okay? Because you're filled with love and joy, success, and you have discipline. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have great discipline. People, how can I say it? What's the best way to say it? People have to set boundaries to separate themselves from eternal failures. Okay? And failures aren't bad. Failures aren't bad. Failures are just telling you, it's a sign, in my opinion, failures are a sign from God telling you that you're going in the wrong direction. That's all. It's just the universe, whether you call it the universe or God, or whatever you believe in, right? It's just the universe telling you, hey, you witnessed that experience, you failed because that's not the right direction that I want you to go in. Like My calling is to help and inspire people. I know that. The universe wants me to love and inspire and help people. That's why I do what I do on this channel. I do it because I love to educate myself. Okay? And I stay educating myself, and I love to educate other people. You see what I'm saying? And I have boundaries. I have priorities. You see what I'm saying? So setting boundaries is going to get you to level up. If you want to level up to that level of success, you have to embrace all of the boundaries that you set. You have to love them, because that's what made you strong, and that's what separated you from the rest of the crowd. See, a lot of people don't want you to know this information. They don't. This is ancient information that has been buried in, like, no one in a high power position wants you all to know how serious and important boundaries are. Setting boundaries is the tree of life. It's the tree of life. And all of your boundaries that you set are the fruits on that tree. So the more boundaries you set, the more fruits of life that you're eating from the universe, which means you're going to grow at a rapid speed. Okay? You're going to grow mentally. And that's what you need. You don't need to worry about growing externally for the external world. Oh, I need this new watch and this new chain. Those things are going to come. Those things are going to come. They're going to come for the simple fact is that you have been set in boundaries so disciplined that the universe is going to honor your position and your goals and your vision and your dreams. It's going to honor it. The universe is going to honor it, and it's going to grant it to you. Okay? And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Sorry about that big bang you guys just heard. That's normal. People party around here and do all type of crazy stuff time to time, You know how the world is. But I have boundaries. I don't participate in anything that other people are doing that I feel that is not beneficial towards the vision of me inspiring and educating people. Okay? Yes. That's how serious it is. And if you guys look at my videos, you'll see I'm consistent. I'm consistent. I don't compare myself with people. I don't compete with people, even though I know I'm competing with at least another 168 different countries. Okay? But I don't compete with people. I don't worry about what they're doing. You know what I do? I pursue my passion, and I honor all of my boundaries, and I always try to elevate and step up my boundaries and discipline myself even more. Okay? And there's millions of ways to do it. You can start setting boundaries on eating healthy. You can just set boundaries like, you know what, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to work out. Or you can set boundaries and say, you know what, I'm going to study. I'm going to make sure that I study for 10 to 16 hours a day, or I'm going to study for 2 hours a day. Like one of my friends, right? It's so crazy, right? Because he's a great scholar, right? But he tells me, he's like, Joseph, man, he reads for 2 hours a day, right? But he said, Joseph, I read for 2 hours a day, but I don't read as much as you do. You read for 10 hours a day. And that's most of the time I do read for 10 hours a day. Even when I shoot a video, as it's uploaded, I'm back in my book reading. You know what I mean? Like, I can never get enough of filling my cup up, of educating myself and setting boundaries, because each person, no matter what nationality, race, or creed they are, they have a story to tell. And the story that they have to tell will educate you more, okay? And teach you to set more boundaries, because you may be doing things one method, right? And they may be doing the same thing that you're doing, but they have more boundaries on that method, but it produces more success. And then you add that into your life and you grow even more. You get it? So setting boundaries is the key to success and the key to life. It is. And it also is the greatest role model, vision, and outlook that you can put out here in the universe. Because people will respect you because you have boundaries. You're not doing everything everyone else does. Just because your friends drink, you're not drinking. Or just because your friends smoke, you're not smoking, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Or that they do, you're not doing it because you have boundaries, right? Or one friend may be a player, you may be loyal. Setting those boundaries will really, really elevate you. Even in your career, even in your relationships with family, friends, spouses. Boundaries is what's going to elevate you and all of your future relationships to the next level, you know? And I have to share this information with you guys and educate you guys and share this education with you guys, because this is going to lead you to the next level, which is going to help you become a better you. And if you can become a better you, that's going to make me feel good at the end of the day. And that's why I do this for, you know, so that we all can educate, so that we all can educate each other. But most importantly, I have so many boundaries on myself that I feel that it's my duty and my responsibility to share the education that I have with you all, so that you can grow to become a wiser person. You know, and I love it. I love the comments. The comments that you guys give me mean the world to me. You know, it fills my cup, you know, and I continue to grow. I continue to set boundaries on myself, okay? The reason why is because as long as I got time to be a human on this earth, I'm going to keep evolving and elevating and leveling up to the next level. Like some of the rappers, I don't know which one said, they're like, it's levels to this stuff. That's true. There's levels, but the levels never stop. Is what they're not telling you. The levels never stop. You can never stop growing and learning. I mean, you can if you block off your intentions to, but why would you want to stop growing as a person? You want to continue to evolve. You know what I mean? Because you're living in a universe where evolution is constant. Every 10th of a second, we're evolving. So you should be willing to evolve too. You know what I mean? And give that privilege to yourself, you know? And stay disciplined. You guys, I want you guys to stay disciplined. Don't follow the crowd. Be yourself. Be authentic. Do what makes you feel good and what fills your cup. And just continue to practice that self-discipline and set boundaries. And it don't matter who you have to set the boundaries up against. Just set the boundaries so that you can become a better you. I love you guys. Smash that subscribe button. If you love this video, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you loved it, give it a thumbs up. I love you guys.